Tonight, it's the National Football League.
The hype and the talk is over. We're set for the big one. Super Bowl 57. Away we go from Arizona. Taken in at the 3. Oh, a good return up past the 30. A solid return. Pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. They go play action. Now Mahomes. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Marquez Valdez-Scantling with a first touchdown of this Super Bowl, and a long one at that. And the Chiefs are on the board first here in this Super Bowl. So a long play for our first points in the Super Bowl.
No doubt about it, and what we see here is something that we saw all year long from them. The ability to strike from anywhere on the field. How about the way they got it started in this one?
Extra point by Butker is on target, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. They start on the, and oh, right away, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And he has brought this one back. A fumble recovery for a Chiefs touchdown. And what we just saw, very, very rare. We only had 5 of those in the first 50 Super Bowls.
The biggest stage, the biggest game, and we just saw it happen again. Extraordinary.
The defense has been good, and they were good again there. Butker now to add the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way, the fumble return for a touchdown. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Eagles coming out as they get ready. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. Hurts sets up to throw it. And he fires one that's intercepted. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, this defense, they've been terrific all year, and they come through with a pick 6 here on the game's biggest stage.
Perfect descriptor there, because we have seen this time and time again. This defense, their ability to take the ball away from teams, they definitely have a nose for the football, and it pays off again on that play.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and it's now 21-0. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And the drive will begin at the 25 as Scott is going to stay in the end zone. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. It'll be 6. And he loses the football a second time. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And he has brought this one back. A fumble recovery for a Chiefs touchdown. And what we just saw, very, very rare. We only had 5 of those in the first 50 Super Bowls.
The biggest stage, the biggest game, and we just saw it happen again. Extraordinary.
The defense has been good, and they were good again there. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that makes the score 28-0. So this not what we expected. 28-0 here in the first as another kickoff is away. And the drive will begin at the 25 as Scott is going to stay in the end zone. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. They run with Sanders, and oh my goodness, he loses it again. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. Man, that's a 3rd fumble for him now in this ball game. And you know the old saying, CD, once is a fluke, twice a coincidence, 3 times becoming a pattern.
3 times is a problem in this case because we've seen field goal kickers have days like
touchdown. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Chiefs will add to their first quarter lead here in this Super Bowl. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that makes this 35-0 now. So plenty of fireworks here early. 35-0 now as the kick is away. And the drive will begin at the 25 as Scott is going to stay in the end zone. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Here's Hurts to throw. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. As Sanders has it poked free, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And now the rookie's free. The 20, 10, and he has brought this one back. A fumble recovery for a Chiefs touchdown. Butker on for the PAT. And the route is on here in this first half. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there. Grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And the drive will begin at the 25 as Scott is going to stay in the end zone. Here comes Eagle offense now as they get set to take over here. They've got to be absolutely reeling right now. Couldn't have expected to be down this big this early, but that's the spot they're in as they come up to try again here. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. Throwing is Hurts. And oh, he coughed it up, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
That goes for a gain of 31.
Well, after the standard 2-week layoff, you always wonder how's your offense going to respond and come out and play here in the Super Bowl. Well, they got a great answer right there and almost a sigh of relief on that side of the field because now they've got to feel like they can use their entire playbook and game plan for this one.
They'll wind up getting just a yard, and it'll be second down. Looking to throw is Mahomes. He's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. Marquez Valdez-Scantling with his third touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Chiefs are starting to open things up here in this Super Bowl. Extra point by Butker is on target. And the route is on here in this first half. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it winds up with the Chiefs hitting pay dirt. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And the drive will begin at the 25 as Scott is going to stay in the end zone. Philadelphia's offense ready to go again. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Hurts throw here taken in as he's able to find Goddard. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35.
Panther 60, Panther 60.
They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. On 4th down, here's Brett Kern to punt the football away. Back deep is Kadarius Toney. And well done here. That one will kick out of bounds at about the 8-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game. But this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football. Because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
Solid footwork, but not able to get a whole lot. Brought down shy of the 10. He can only get a yard after all that. It's second down. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. And his throw is incomplete.
Oh, I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On play action, it's Mahomes. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. 1 quarter done, 3 more to play here in Super Bowl 57. It's the Chiefs on top early. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster, 79 yards. And the Chiefs continue to look good here in the first half of this Super Bowl. Extra point by Butker is on target. And the route is on here in this first half. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it's capped off by the touchdown from Juju Smith-Schuster. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And the drive will begin at the 25 as Scott is going to stay in the end zone. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything. As Sanders has it poked free. But I believe it was covered by an Eagle. It was. And Philadelphia is going to hold on to the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Hurts. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Juan Thornhill.
This is too easy right now.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. What a moment for him, a pick 6 in the Super Bowl. You think about some of the big pick 6s over the history of this huge game. I remember, because I was watching with a lot of Colts fans, Tracy Porter picking Peyton Manning to get the Saints' first title.
Yeah, that one pretty much sealed the deal for New Orleans as well. But I got to go back a ways because, unfortunately, I'm considerably older. Herb Adderley, the Green Bay Packers, got it all started. The first pick 6, Super Bowl II against the Oakland Raiders, and some of the better ones that were out there. You might remember Dwight Smith of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers had 2 in one game when they won their Super Bowl championship against Rich Gannon in Oakland. You mentioned Tracy Porter already. How about James Harrison of the Steelers? You remember that one? 100 yards right before the half ended? That was a big-time play. But for me, the absolute classic, Willie Brown in slow motion against the Vikings for the Raiders. The grand old man, Willie Brown, 75 yards.
You recall them all, and what a play here. Another pick 6 in the Super Bowl. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. Looking to throw. Steps away to his left. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Back to throw here. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
Now, that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And, boy, this defense, again, really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Hurts. Open man is Goddard, the tight end. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 29-yard line. Hurts a handoff to Sanders. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. Brought down by Willie Gay. 2 minutes on the clock in the 2nd quarter of this Super Bowl. A reminder, as we did all through the regular season, we'll check in with Jonathan Coachman at halftime. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half of play. Dancing to his left. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete. Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on 3rd. They're going to look to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. The kick by Elliott is good. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. Well, maybe a little bit of an anxious moment there as that ball got closer and closer, but it does curl in.
Yeah, actually did a little bit of a slow dance there with the left upright, didn't it? But had just enough space, as you said, for it to curl in.
And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. That ball is caught. Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Forced out to his left. He finds McKinnon, complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Another big play here as they strike for 31. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play.
And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Patrick Mahomes, as time expires in the first half. And the Chiefs are starting to pour it on the game's biggest stage. They are running away with this Super Bowl. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that will take us to the end of the first half of play. So we've come upon halftime in the big. So the halftime show of the Super Bowl abbreviated, ready to go for the second half. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. And the Eagles ready to go on offense to begin this third quarter. And right now, their chances of hoisting that Lombardi trophy, not looking too great, but perhaps that long halftime, maybe it did them a world of good.
But if there's ever a chance.
Hurts fumbles it. And they will set up shop with outstanding field position in the red zone at the 17-yard line.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect him.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
Mahomes now to throw. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. Juju Smith-Schuster, his second touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Chiefs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Butker is on target. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Well, that drive started with not a whole lot of real estate in front of them. In plus territory, excellent field position. 2 plays later, pay dirt. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And the drive will begin at the 25 as Scott is going to stay in the end zone. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. 9 yards on the first down. Keeper, and it's 2nd and 1.
That's what he can do, when he keeps the football. It's not a huge gain, but it shows how hard it can be to stop him.
Yeah, and I thought the defense had that one pretty well contained, and in fact, they probably came up and felt pretty good about what they did. Then they looked.
Hurts fumbles it.
And I think the Chiefs have it. They do.
So that play, it was pretty well blown up from the start, and it results in a turnover.
Yeah, and when you're running the option like that as a quarterback, you have so many different keys and reads to make that sometimes as you're making them, you're not protecting the ball the way you should.
And in for the Chiefs touchdown.
Juju Smith-Schuster
with his 3rd touchdown of this Super Bowl.
And the Chiefs just continue to roll. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Well, the offense wasn't out there for a long time, but they were out there for a good time. One play, and they're able to hit pay dirt. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And the drive will begin at the 25 as Scott is going to stay in the end zone.
And out now come the Eagles.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking.
Oh, it's out. Smith lost it. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And some room to maneuver. And he has brought this one back. A fumble recovery for a Chiefs touchdown. And what we just saw, very, very rare. We only had 5 of those in the first 50 Super Bowls.
The biggest stage, the biggest game, and we just saw it happen again. Extraordinary.
The defense has been good, and they were good again there. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown.
And the drive will begin at the 25 as Scott is going to stay in the end zone.
Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession.
Well, it's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. The turnover on the last drive, they had the issue in the first half as well. And that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't want to admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the 3rd quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
It's a gain of just a couple there, but it's enough to get them the first.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. Now, as Sanders has it poked free, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S, ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up and me.
And he's got Hardman in the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas City.
10 yards on the touchdown pass.
And the Chiefs get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead.
Butker now to add the extra point. Oh, they pitch to the tight end. It's a fake. And he will not make it to the goal line as his try for 2 is going to come up empty. But that's little consolation to this defense as they have been porous all game long.
Well, I have to admit, I'm scratching my head a little bit here trying to make sense of what I just saw. Number 1, huge lead. Just kick the extra point and be done with it. Number 2, if you are going to go for 2, just line
entering settings screen, you have 19 options. Menu narration option is set to off is selected.
Ready, break.
Double tight. 4 down. Check down the shot. There you go. Got him again. Oh, baby, don't let it roll now, baby.
Come on. Set. Hawk 70.
Tight right. We got 4.
Ready, hit. Ready! 60 Bison! 60 Bison!
2 times. 4 down.
Ready!
Here we go.
On the set!
Double tight. 4 down.
Set, go!
This is too easy right here. Too easy.
Eagles. 60 Eagles. 70 Timberwolves.
Double tight, guys, double tight. Hey! Hey, man! Go! Four down! There we go!
Let's go now. Cougar 19.
Man left.
Three down.
Ready. Hut.
Oh, yeah, that's how we do it. Welcome to the NFL, baby. Let's go. Let's do it.
Shut up. 70 Lions.
Double tight. Four down. They don't worry, boys. They don't.
Yellow. I go Wolverine. What's that?
Yeah, baby.
Yellow. I go Wolverine.
57's Mike. Mike 57.
What's that? Here we go. Let's get him. Do it. Ready. 19 Tiger.
Watch tight end. Key him. Key the tight end. Three down.
Viking 18.
Ready? Mike's 50. Hey, here we go. Watch the pass.
Ready. Hut.
All right.
Tag. Panther 60.
Double tight.
Ready.
Get ready. Come on, let's go.
I just gotta be patient, baby. You gotta be patient, baby. I see you over time. Let's go. Come on now, let's go.
Here we go. Here we go. 18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal.
Army, Army.
I can hear you. Second back. Second back. Take that.
We better now.
Here we go. Shot. Bronco 80.
Right, Roger. You got three down, three down.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Ready, ready.
Ain't nothing wrong with that. All us, baby, all us.
Let's go. Cowboy 80.
No pain, no gain.
Ready, set.
950. Guys, staying situation. Let's go. Let's go, Mike.
Come on. Set. Hawk 70. Hawk 70. Ready, hut.
Last stop. Last stop.
Ready. 60 Bison. 60 Bison. Go. 60 Eagle. 60 Eagle.
Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move. Three down, three down.
Ready, hut.
Oh, you know what's coming. You know what's coming. Man, that ain't got nothing.
Let's go, boys. Let's
little